away from a new beginning for the Penguins. Supercuts every time. Well, the Pens' new bench boss is Dan Bylsma, who'd been the head coach of the team's AHL affiliate in Wilkes-Barre Scranton. And you're going to hear from him, plus Tom Vineski, a columnist for the Wilkes-Barre Times-Union, who will talk about Bylsma's coaching style as well as the Pens players, and Bob Airy, who will talk about the coaching move as well. Before we usher in the new, let's take a look back at the old. Michael Therrien, like Bylsma, had been the baby Pens head coach before taking the reins of the big club in December of 2005. Therrien compiled a 135, 106, and 31 record with the Pens and led them to the Stanley Cup Finals last year, where the team lost to Detroit in 6 games. Prior to that, Therrien had been the head coach for Montreal for the bulk of preseason from 2000 to 2003. The Pens had given Therrien a 3-year contract extension prior to the season. The team was able to overcome numerous injuries to get off to a terrific 12-4-3 start. But the team struggled mightily since, failing to win back-to-back games for 2 months while plummeting in the standings. The last straw apparently came on Saturday night. The Pens appeared to be on the cusp of a much-needed streak and jumped to a 2-0 lead over the lowly Maple Leafs, but Toronto scored 6 unanswered goals to win 6-2 in what proved to be Therrien's last game. So here's a look at our Danoon Lumber by the numbers. This is Michael Therrien's head coaching resume with the Penguins. You can see the regular season record mentioned that, 15-10 in the playoffs. Guided the team to 2 playoff appearances. The 47-point turnaround from 05 to 06 to 06-07 was the 4th best in NHL history. Here's what the players are saying today about the coaching change.
I think anytime that happens mid-season, it's a shock and it's a surprise, and it's a situation that other than going out and playing, we can't do much about, and we just have to make sure that we learn from it and realize that the message is being sent.
I was really clear about his message. There was a lot about passion, having fun out there, come back to the basics. It won't be easy, obviously, but it's all about passion, coming to the ring, and pressure's on us now.
Bob Airy joins us now from Nassau Coliseum. Bob, we've taken a look now at the resume of the new coach for the Penguins, but what is a mid-season coaching change like for the players?
Well, I think originally there's a little bit of shock that sets in, and maybe even a little bit of guilt, but that guilt quickly goes away. You realize the job at hand, and you have to put your game. You have a clean slate, a lot of these hockey players. Some will be worried because the man that is leaving kind of brought them into the fracas here and brought them in and gave them all that ice time. And others, it's an opportunity to show Mr. Bylsma what they have, what they can bring to the table, see if they deserve more special teams action. And the Penguins are looking for that fresh start. There's no time, to look behind. It's all looking forward right now.
Bob, will Dan Bylsma come in and install a new philosophy? Can a head coach do that, or is it going to be more of a mindset change?
Well, it is. Right now, anyways, it's a mindset change until he can sit down and practice with these guys, get them on the ice. Right now, he wants energy, he wants passion, he wants them to change their mentality, get off their heels, get on their toes, use what they have, and that's the #1 and #3 scorer in the National Hockey League. Want to change this power play and get them thinking aggressively, getting pucks to the net. All those things will be on display this afternoon in Bylsma's first game.
Bob, you probably opposed teams who just made coaching changes at some point in your career. Let's take a look at this from the Islanders' perspective. Do you throw out the scouting reports of the Penguins? Do you view the game with uncertainty, or do you view it as an opportunity to catch a team in transition?
Well, I don't think there'll be uncertainty from the Islanders' side. They know they're going to get the kitchen sink thrown at them here. And a lot of times when you make that coaching move, there's a ton of energy from the hockey club. Everybody wants to prove how, what they can bring to that table, as I mentioned. And they know, the Islanders know, other than the X's and O's part of it, they know the Penguins are going to come. They're going to come with that energy, and it's almost like, look out. And that's exactly what the Penguins want to do. They want to get the Islanders on their heels early in this game this afternoon and really dictate, is what the new coach has said. We want to dictate with our play. We don't want to play the other man's game, and the Penguins are going to try to accomplish that.
I'm going to be interested to watch. How about tonight's Westinghouse PowerPoint, Bob?
Well, #1, it's a fresh start. It's a fresh start for these hockey team and these players, and not a lot of time. The time is now, number 2 of the PowerPoints. 17 wins, maybe 1 tie. Might be enough to get the Penguins in, and 25 games left on the schedule. The change was made, and play to your strengths, and that's exactly what Bylsma wants to see his hockey club do. He thinks they have the speed, he thinks they have the ability. He's trying to plant that seed in their minds and use your energy, use your skills, and let's get the 2 points.
Bob Berry, thanks very much. Look forward to the call of the game coming up at the top of the hour from Nassau Coliseum. So here's a look at the coaching changes. Dan Bylsma, of course, hired now as the interim head coach. Mike Yeo is retained as an assistant coach. Joseph Malott retained as a goaltender coach. Tom Fitzgerald, who's been with the team as a special assistant, is hired now as an assistant coach for Bylsma. Andre Savard, who's been an assistant under Michael Terry, has been reassigned within the organization. Coming up next on Penn's Pregame, much more of the Penn's coaching shakeup, including an inside look at the man who will replace Michael Terry. We'll talk with Wilkes-Barre Times leader, sports writer Tom Vineski to tell you more about the man now in charge of the Big Club.
Penguins Pregame is brought to you